Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and another video here. Today I have the next installment of my color series Redux, and we will be talking about orange. And as you can see, I'm about to say something absurd, but I don't really have a lot of oranges, like respective to the size of my collection, right? This is a lot of orange polish for sure for anybody, but compared to other color categories, I don't have much. And that's because as much as I love orange, I'm not a person who's like, I don't like this color, except for white. For some reason, white is like the only polish color where I'm like, no, absolutely not. But for the most part, even if I don't like certain shades of a color or certain tones of a color, I still find colors within that realm I wear. And some are broader, like pinks, I'll wear just about any pinks. And greens, there's like just mint green is the only one where I'm like, I don't want to wear that. But orange, I have a very specific type of orange. I like bright, poppy neon oranges. And I like the more brown toned, like autumn type of oranges. I really like orange sherbet. I say sherbet, I don't care. Orange sherbet type oranges I really like. However, they look really gross on me. So even though I have some, I try not to buy anymore because I don't wear them. But as I'm sure you can see from my swatch sticks, a lot of brownier toned oranges and a lot of neons. And let me just real quick address the controversy from my previous video. And let me just tell you, okay? Peach is pink. It just is. I don't make the rules. Yes, I'm making the rules. I'm making this up because apparently peach is orange. Whatever. I don't agree. I don't care if it's a fact. I don't agree. I think peach is pink. That's why I always say peachy pink. Princess Peach, what color does she wear? Pink, all right? I trust Nintendo more than anybody else in this world. So I'm going with peach is pink. And that's that. Okay, now we're moving on to real oranges. You're going to find over the course of this series that I have no idea what colors are, apparently. So, okay, I've picked 10 of my favorite oranges in my collection that are like the first 10 that pop into my head, which that's a lot to just initially pop into your head, but here we are. These are the 10 that if I'm like, I want to wear an orange, these are probably the ones I'm going to grab for first. And then at the end of the video, we will go through the oranges that I had said in my first video, which at this point was like over 2 years ago, I think, and see if there's any overlap, see if we can compare. But I picked these before I looked at what I said before, because I have a terrible memory, so there's no way I could remember that far back. So here they are in no particular order, and the first one I have for you is Studio M. This is like a local to me brand, and this one is called Orange Hot. It's not showing up on the viewfinder as like accurate to color, but it is a bright neon orange. This is my favorite neon orange, and it's funny because this is a $2.99 polish, and the bottle is atrocious. I hate the bottle, but I hate the new Studio M bottles more, so I wish they would go back to this ugly bottle. This is the Meyer brand nail polish. Now, not too long ago in my life, Meyer was a Michigan-only grocery store. It's like a better Walmart. You know, it just got everything. It's got home goods. It's got craft supplies. It's got groceries. It's got furniture for some reason. But it's starting to spread across, you know, it's in Ohio. I think it's in Indiana. So some of you guys might be familiar with Meyer. Meyer is kind of like a staple here in Michigan. It's like, if you have nothing, well, back when they were 24 hours, if you had nothing better to do, you just go hang out in the Meyer. I don't know if that's just like a Midwestern thing, but like ever since I was a kid, you're bored, you just go to Meyer. You just go to Walmart. You just go to whatever grocery store is open really late and you walk around with your friends and cause havoc, I guess, a little bit. I don't know, but back to the polish. Yes. So this polish, you can't see it because I shook it up, but the fill line is like right here. So I really like this polish. I wear it on my toes a lot in the summertime. The brush is not a fave. It's really, really long. I don't like these super long stemmed brushes, I just feel like really chaotic when I use them because they're too long. It's just a cream, like nothing too special about it, but for a $3 polish, it packs a punch. It is so bright, so neon, and I will be sad when it's gone because Studio M, at least in the Meijer near me, they seem to be having like crazy sales on it and they're not restocking it. So I don't know if they're like getting rid of it or what. This is like private labeled Color Club, so I'm sure I could probably just find something similar, but I guess because it's the Meijer brand and because I love Meijer, you know, I really like this one. Number 2 on my list is a Cadillacer. This one is called, so creatively, December 8th. And I got this last year in the Cadillacer Advent Calendar. Now, the Cadillacer Advent Calendar is like one of the most coveted nail polish advent calendars out there. It is expensive. They do 2 versions. They do the 12 days and then they do the 24 days. And if memory serves me correctly, the 24-day one is like $400. It's a lot. However, Cadillacer is very high quality. I really like their polish, and you get all full sizes. So like 24 full-size Cadillacers. I can understand the pricing. Maybe I'll save up all year next year and just go big or go home and get the 24. I don't know. We'll see. This one though, when I opened it, I was instantly thrilled. It is a, like, not as neon as the Studio M, but still a very bright, punchy orange. And it's got shimmer running through it. And it's like a green shimmer, I think. But I don't know why I look at this and I'm like, this is the orange soda polish. Like, this one just makes me think of orange soda, and it makes me want to go and get an orange Fanta and just drink that, I guess. Not the nail polish, drink the soda. So I really, really like this polish, and I don't know, now I just want to wear it again. Kind of reminds me of Cheetos too, but all oranges pretty much remind me of Cheetos. Number 3 is not going to look like much in the bottle, but on the nail, it is fun. Okay, this is one of the most fun polishes I own. This is Sinful Colors Cheese Puff, and this came in their Sweet and Salty collection 2 or 3 years ago at this point. This is not only textured, it is also scented. So it has like a cheese scent to it, but then it dries kind of like bumpy. And so it's like a creepy little, it's like, this is so gross, but you know, I call this gamer hands. You know when you're like eating Cheetos and you just like the residue builds up and builds up and builds up on your fingers, and then you get like gamer fingers? And that's kind of what this looks like, but just on your nail. It's so gross in the funnest way. Highly recommend. Number 4 is another Cadillacer, and I have a feeling some of you guys are gonna be like, that's not orange, it's red, but I think it's orange. So yeah, this is Vermilion. Isn't Vermilion just orange? Hang on, I gotta Google this now because somebody's gonna make me mad in the comments. Vermilion is red, but it's orange. Okay, because we're gonna just say that because I think this looks orange. I swear. Here it is on the swatch stick. How is that not orange? How do I get a color wrong in every single one of these videos? Like, how do I do this? Well, it's in my list, so I'm going to talk about it anyways. I think it's orange. I think it's a really bright, fun orange. And it has yellow hex glitters of varying sizes, and oh, maybe it's a little red. Okay, moving on. Okay, next is Fair Maiden's Tahen Queen, and Fair Maiden is no longer a brand. It has split into 2 separate brands, and they still make beautiful polishes, both of them. This one I got from Polish Pickup of last year in January, and it's like a yellowy orange with these red kind of irregular metallic like flecks in there. They're kind of like mini shards almost, and then it has a green shimmer running through it. And I actually have never eaten Tahen. I've heard it's really delicious, but You know, I think I have some in my pantry. Don't ask me why I haven't eaten it. But I really like this color combo. I thought it was really fun. I love a polish with stuff in it. I love the more stuff you put in a polish, even if it's ugly, the more likely I am to probably like it. So, and I think it's orange. I don't think it's yellow. So just, everyone just let me have this video, okay? I don't know. Next, I have a similarly colored base with different stuff in it, and this is Plus Life Lacquer's DLT Baby, which if you don't know, DLT is Doritos Locos Tacos. And I remember when the Dorito taco like first came out, like, and people were like losing their mind. I am not going to lie to you. As much as I like the concept of it, I feel like the shell tastes the same as the non-Dorito shell. So I don't know, but I love this polish. I think it's really cute. It's got kind of like the Dorito-y orange base color. And then we have some green, irregularly shaped metallic flecks, which I feel like are probably like lettuce. And then we have some red metallic hex glitters, as well as some really, really tiny, I can't tell if they're circular or like ultra mini hex black glitters, and it just all kind of comes together into this like super taco-y polish. And Plus Life Lacquer does a lot of really cute and fun and interesting stuff. So if you haven't checked them out yet, I highly recommend it. For some reason, for a long time, I had a really big block in my mind about buying nail polish off of Etsy. I don't know why. Like anything else I'll buy off of Etsy, but for some reason, nail polish I won't. I think they only sell on Etsy. I'll buy their polish. And their turnaround time for shipping, for me at least, has always been like that, like instant turnaround. It ships really fast. She's always putting really cute little extras in the package. It's based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. And I mean, I love Las Vegas. So it's really fun, really cute. And if you're into nerdy stuff like that, it's like the perfect brand for you. Next is a newer one to me. This is another really cool brand that I just really love their branding, and I love their polish too, obviously. But this is Mythos Lacquer. This is Nyarlathotep. I really struggle with the Cthulhu names. And this is more of like the burnt orange that I was telling you guys I really like, the fall type oranges. This one came out around Thanksgiving, and it was giving thanks. Okay, they sent this to me just as a gift, but of course I had to make a video because I love the brand. This is like that kind of rusty orange. It's got some shimmery, not shimmer, like really micro glitter running through it in, I believe, both red and black, and it just looks stunning on the nail. I had intended to wear this for Thanksgiving, and then I didn't wear anything on Thanksgiving because our Thanksgiving plans just got kind of crazy. So I really, really wish I had worn this for Thanksgiving. It's not like I can't wear it now, but I'm in my Christmas era right now. So, but yeah, I really, really love this tone of polish. I feel like, not to be narcissistic, but I feel like these types of oranges look really good on me with my complexion and my hair color and eye color and all that. So this and like mustard yellows are kind of like a go-to, especially in the fall for me. Next, we have what I think became kind of a lemming for a lot of people, and I didn't know it when I purchased it. Actually, I think I picked it up in my second ever polish pickup order. This is Polished for Days Jack-O-Lantern, and I am turning into a Polished for Days stan. I blame my friend Stacy. She's obsessed with them. I really like their top coat. I would definitely recommend that. But I also love their flakies and like flaky bombs, and that's what this is. This is a kind of orange jelly base. We have black solid matte shards, as well as like these kind of green to yellow iridescent flaky shards in there. And it is just like stunning. I say that a lot, but I just like to say it like that. It's definitely, I think it has some red shimmer in there too, even. It's a great Halloween fall polish. I mean, you can wear these anytime, but just, you know, the namesake jack-o'-lantern, it really lives up to that. And if you can get your hands on a bottle of this in a D-stash, I definitely recommend it. I recently wore a different Polish for Days flaky called Memo to Me, and it is this really, really beautiful blue. And I posted a story on Instagram where it was just my hands, and I was wearing that. The amount of DMs I got asking me, oh my gosh, what is on your nails? I was stunned because like everybody just loved it. So I feel like Polish for Days really knows how to do a flaky justice. I have another just kind of plain cream, but this is the kind of orange that is like peak for me. This is Ors Lions Ear, and it just reminds me of macaroni and cheese. And I just love that. Food polishes really, really wrote me in. And so I really like this color. It's kind of like teetering in that mustardy yellow orange realm. But again, this is one that I feel like it looks good with my hair color. It looks good with my complexion. And so I don't feel like it washes me out or gives me like lobster hands. Because that's the thing with a lot of those like more sherbety kind of colors and tones. They make my hands look blotchy and it's not cute. So I like this tone of orangey kind of color. And then last on my list, and honestly, I thought this was going to be the most controversial one on my list, but now that I've realized that Vermilion is red, who knows? It's up for debate. This is Cupcake Polish's Granny Square. I feel like the base is orange, okay? Like, look, I just look at it. Tell me if I'm wrong. You will anyway. I know. No, I want to know if I'm wrong. But and then it has this, I'm looking at the shimmer in the viewfinder, and it's like this green to kind of pinky ethereal shimmer. I wore this recently, I think in 3 coats over a blurring base, and it just looks so good. It's funky, it's kind of goofy, it's like not a color that I think your average person would see in the store and go, yeah, I want that. But for us nail polish connoisseurs, we know this is where it's at, okay? And I'm really loving Cupcake Polish. You know, I hadn't really bought a lot from them, although I've always, you know, appreciated their stuff. But then when I saw their booth at Polish and Beauty Expo, I was blown away. They're not going to be there this coming year, I don't think. So I'm really sad because their booth was so fun. But I really, really love this polish. So highly recommend you guys pick this one up if you haven't already. So those were my 10 favorites in my current collection. But let's just really quick like run through the 10 that I had previously mentioned in my first top 10 oranges video. So number 1, I had listed right off the bat Studio M Orange Hot. And I think it's funny that it was number 1 in my first video, and it was the first one I put on my list in this video. So it was just kind of like, wow, that must be my favorite orange because I think about it all the time. So that one was on the list. Next, I had 2 Zoyas. I had Amy and I had Beatrix. And Amy is this more like metallic-y type polish, and it's kind of like a red orange. And then Beatrix was a pixie dust. I recently destashed a bunch of my Zoya oranges, or not destashed, but I put them in the purgatory bin. We haven't officially destashed anything yet. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure those made the cut. I don't think that they got thrown in there, but I don't remember. So shows how powerful that memory is. Number 4, I had listed Sinful Colors Cheese Puff. So we had another one that made the list twice. And I mean, you guys can guess why. You know, I'm obsessed with weird and food and like anything strange, polish type stuff. So that one was a must. Number 5 was Sally Hansen's Melon. And I don't know who I was 3 years ago because this color doesn't look good on me. So I don't know why I put that on the list. But, well, I mean, I guess I could listen to the whole video, but I didn't. So I put it on the list for some reason. Number 6 was Orly's Kitsch You Later, which is another kind of like mac and cheese orange. So kind of similar to the Orly that I put on the list, Lion's Ear, but not the exact same one. Number 7 was Color Club's Wham Pow, and I know why I put that on the list. That actually, it almost made this list because I just really love a bright neon orange, but I've gotten like a more indie taste as of the past couple of years, so I kind of picked more indies for the list this time around. I also chose Color Club's Burnt Out because when I liked the name, I was feeling burnt out because that was like peak kind of COVID era. And then like I don't have any other kind of multi-chromes that look like that. So I just really enjoyed that color, but it didn't really come to mind this time around because I was looking for more, like in my head, I just really was feeling the neon type colors, I guess. Number 9 was China Glaze Ernie or Stripes, and I feel like I picked that just because I like Sesame Street. And I didn't have a lot of oranges at the time. I mean, I have more oranges, but I still don't have a lot of oranges. But yeah, I don't think that would make even a top 50 list nowadays, just because the color tone is not my vibe. And then the last one was Ice Cream Nails Oh Snap, which is a jelly. And while I still like that polish and I really like jellies, it just, I don't know, it just wasn't one that I feel like I would be reaching for over and over nowadays. Like I said, I like a polish with a lot of stuff going on in it, a lot of weird glitters, and, you know, a gimmick, like a scented polish or a textured polish. That's what I'm really into. So those were my old top 10. So we had 2 that kind of carried over, and then one that vaguely did. Like it was the Orly, they're in the same realm, but it doesn't count. So yeah, those are my oranges and one red. It's going to stay in the orange category because I don't care. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know how you would categorize Granny Square, because I feel like the base is orange, but I feel like some people are going to say it's brown. But then that opens up the whole can of orange is just brown, like that can of worms. I don't know. Colors are hard, man. So yeah, let me know. Let me know your favorite oranges in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.